The copper prices have been on a run. It's trading at a two-year highs on LME and it's trading at an all-time highs on Shanghai. Well, actually, the month of April has been quite strong. Every single trading session or every second trading session has seen all-time highs in Shanghai when it comes to copper. On the LME for the week, we are trading 3% on the higher side. And for the month of April, the copper prices have gained up by 15%. It has been a one long trending stand for the copper prices from a low of $8,800 on the lower side to almost $10,000 a ton on the higher side. All-time high for copper is 10,800. So we are slightly away from that, but the rally has been quite stupendous there. There have been various reasons that you have seen this run-up continue in case of prices. One, the markets are anticipating a deficit in case of copper for 2024, anywhere between 300,000 to 500,000 tons on the higher side. And then it has been about China smelters cutting output by 10% in 2024 because the fees being given to them was lower. The margins were just not adding up, and that has led to premium in prices. Now, since China is not producing, but China is buying refined copper from the international markets, and that import of refined copper has gone up by 20% in this year by now. So that has been keeping prices on the higher side. Add to that the fact that there are various supply and mine disruptions which have been supportive. The Cobre Panama mine has been shut since the month of December and continues like that even right now. And there have been mine concerns coming in from various African countries, even Peru and Mexico for that matter, and that is keeping the inventories on the lower side. Markets also are looking at strong demand estimates coming in from the global markets where the manufacturing activity globally has improved. And then there are, of course, the traditional areas where the copper demand is higher, which is cables and electricals. But then apart from that as well, whether it has been about infrastructure, construction, EVs, where the copper demand is quite high, charging stations, AI, data centers, every area that you look, the copper demand is estimated to rise on the higher side. It also has to do with the US and UK banning copper of China of Russian origin, whether it is for imports or deliverable on exchanges like LME and CME. That also has added to some fears into the market. While the fundamentals have been on the stronger side, the CFTC data from US shows that the money managers and hedge funds also are putting smart money to back these fundamentals. So when you look at the long contracts, they are the highest since 2021 into the markets there in October, and the long stand at around 47,000 contracts right now, which is the highest in last 3 years or so, clearly supporting the prices. But is this rally done? Well, no, far from it. Most of the Wall Street banks and brokerages believe that from here on as well, the copper prices will continue to rise. They will hold above $10,000 a ton in this year and make all-time highs at $12,000 a ton in the next year, are the kind of reports coming in from Bank of America, from Goldman Sachs and from Citi as well. There also are various reports from Trafigura, even BlackRock, suggesting that at these current levels of below $10,000 a ton, it's not a very big incentive to create or invest in case of mines or further production in copper. This money will start coming, or these investments will come only once copper prices cross $12,000 a ton on the higher side. So that is a price that almost everybody seems to be talking about. So are these good buying levels? Well, absolutely yes. Any dip is a good buying level in case of copper. The long-term directional cues are on the bullish side.